to Wickerson Studios. Really happy with this. Took over an hour to do it, but it made about an 18 parameter bridge for a beam bridge right here. Fully parametric, 75 lines of code. Super excited. So let's take a look at it. Let's just change up the height, and you can change the height of that bridge whenever you want. So let's bring it up to here. Make a second bridge. We can change the radius of those piers if we want them thinner, but I think they'd be nicer served thicker. Actually, we'll make them thinner, and we're just leaving the other ghosted form on it as well. Maybe we'll leave it as a X-ray drawing. No, I kind of liked it. Let's see what it looked like as a pen and ink drawing. Pretty nice. Well, heck, it still looked pretty nice as a artistic. Let's change the distance between those piers. So as we shrink that, you'll see we'll get an extra pier as we go. Really nice technique. I really like how I've scripted that. It took some play, but it was worth it. So let's crank it up so there's a whole bunch. That's nice. So that's changed a little bit and made it fit. It's kind of funky still around the abutments. It needs a little bit of work, but you know, I think it works fine. Let's just leave it at let's like do 3. If I'm gonna do 3, let's do 5, but there is a problem with that abutment's coming too close to that pier, so I have to fix the script a little bit there. Then let's take a look at the bridge length. We can extend that, which is going to change things. And it starts to break down, so I want the abutments. Oh, I can shorten the abutment to make up for that. Okay, so it is fixable for the beams, and then the beams, the depth of the beams I can change. So the beams are actually these things. These are the girders. The beams here, if I want it to be wider, I can stretch it out and I can pull out some more girders. But since it's thinner and smaller, just use 3. And you could center them as well. You can tell the script, I think 3 is fine there. I'm going to change these into I-beams at the end. That's my plan. Then let's go down to the girders. Now the girders are nice because you can change the thickness of those. So I'm going to keep them real thick. Wait a second. That's not the girder. Girder, I'm going to keep them real thin so I can fit 3 on there. So that's pretty nice. I think there was 3 before. I can raise, I can lower them. I can extend them up almost like an aqueduct to get something in between. If I push it to 2, that's kind of nice. Just 2 girders. Oh, I love this model. And the deck, I can thicken the deck to make it thick. I can keep it very thin. It's got these little tiny walkways on the side of it, which are really nice, kind of like water walkways for collecting water. I think maybe I'll thicken that. I'll widen that really out so the walkways are nice and thick. Not that I feel like walking on that. You start to get a totally different piece of architecture while you're doing it. But love it. And at that point, I'm going to grab my pictures here, and I'm going to bake that into yet another, cook that one up. And there we go. And I think it's all right. Now all I want to do is make these more of an I-beam structure. I want to change to a plate girder, a concrete girder, or to a box girder. I haven't quite decided how to treat those. And I may make this a little, this area a little thicker, and this one a little thinner. And I might make it bow so there's a bit of runoff. But there's a lot of funky stuff you can do to it. I don't know if I like that model better than the last one, but it's pretty nice to play around with. Let's take it back to both views there. There you go, you get top view. Nice little parametric model to play with. So I'm going to stop that as a video recording. I'll put that up and we'll talk a little bit about it. It's 75 lines of Python code, which pretty much debugged and wrote itself through many iterations. I'm trying to keep my scripts under 100 lines of script, not to intimidate anybody, let alone myself. And that's it. Like Wickerson, Wickerson Studios. Thanks for watching.